we had in front of Congress, and I don't understand why this was not attended by JD Vance. I think that was a terrible mistake, not a little mistake. I think it was a terrible mistake. He had a campaign event, so he wouldn't attend a joint session of Congress with the Prime Minister of Israel, invited by both parties, I might add. So the only people missing basically were about 50 Democrats and the Republican nominee, who is a member of the Senate. Now, it wasn't expected that Donald Trump be there. He's not a member of the House or Senate, but JD Vance is a member of the Senate. It's worrisome because is there not one aide? Does he not? I don't expect him to be on top of everything that happens. It's too engulfing to run for vice president. But not one aide said, there's a pretty important thing. You might want to show your solidarity with Israel, which is under existential threat, by showing up there. We'll just charter a jet. You go there, you spend the hour, and can resume the campaign. I don't think it's trivial that he was not there. There are people that I've spoken to who don't think it's a big deal. I do think it's a big deal. Not that he intentionally avoided it, but that such a colossal mistake would be made. It speaks so poorly either of the judgment of his aides or of him. I mean, there's no question it's a spit in the face of our ally Israel. I have a campaign event. I can't hear the Prime Minister of Israel. I like JD Vance, so this is upsetting. Did he make any statement? Maybe he did. That would certainly be helpful if it was a good one. That's too bad everybody didn't hear the speech. It's amazing how many Democrats loathe Israel. Democratic Party, the party of Harry Truman. Harry Truman was the first world leader to recognize the statehood of the state of Israel against, needless to say, the entire State Department, which was completely opposed to recognizing a Jewish state. And the reason, I suspect the reason was the number of Arabists in the State Department. In other words, State Department people who have been stationed in Arab countries, and most people stationed in a country tend to, it's human. They tend to identify in many ways with that country. Many of them learn the language, they learn the culture, they are wined and dined. Well, I don't know if in Arab countries you're wined, but nevertheless, you get my point. So you have, and it continues to this day. How many Arab countries are there? 23 countries. There's one Jewish country. How many Muslim countries? About 52. How many Jewish countries? One. 52 Muslim, 23 Arab. Where do you think the State Department passions will lie? For the full episode of the Dennis Prager Show, go to pragertopia.com, sign up, and become a full member.